Good morning. Welcome to day 6 of your 3rd week in your Morning Summit journey. Today's power verse is found in Proverbs 12:1, and it says, "Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but he who hates correction is stupid." Well, I'll tell you, I have had many times in my life where I have hated correction. I don't want people to point out where I'm wrong or where I messed up. And that's really stupid. Because if there is a flaw in my character and I ignore it, what's going to happen to that flaw? It's just going to get bigger. It's just going to stay there. But if someone points out the flaw, then it gives me the ability to acknowledge it and start to change my habits and my thought patterns and my behaviors to start to eliminate that flaw. Now, if you're like me, you love applause and you want to be told you're amazing and you want those pats on the backs and those, "You got this, you're awesome, I love you, wow, we all want that." But many times God puts people in our life who are going to give us correction. And that's why humility is so important in the life of a man. Because no matter how successful you are, there's things that God wants to work on. Because he wants to take you to the next level. And that's why it says, whoever loves discipline loves knowledge. When you experience discipline through an interaction with your wife or something that happened at work with a boss or maybe someone at church, instead of seeing it as an attack on you as a person, see it as a gift of knowledge. There's an influencer that I follow, and he talks about criticism from people who don't like him. Whenever you get to a certain level, you're going to have haters, trolls who are going to say bad things about you. And what he says is he takes whatever they say and he says, "Thank you for telling me that." And then he looks and says, "Okay, is there any knowledge in here?" Now, some people are just jerks and they're just bad, but other people have some criticism. Maybe they think that he talks too fast, or maybe they think that his stuff only deals with money and it doesn't deal with family, or maybe they think he's shallow because of the way he talks about women. And he looks at those and he's like, "Oh, wow." Instead of feeling attacked, he says, "This is knowledge. I do need to change the way that I talk about women." Or what if I opened up and started talking about families? That could change my business. Or whatever he does, he looks at these criticisms and he pulls the knowledge out of it. I guarantee you in your life you're going to get criticized by somebody. And the spirit of criticism comes from Satan. It is not a good thing. God never calls Christians to be critical. In fact, Paul says, "I do everything without complaining or arguing." We're told not to gossip. We're told not to tear down, but to build up. So if someone is criticizing you, don't think, "Oh, they're being a good Christian." No. But instead, ask God for the grace to hear the knowledge in what they're saying so that you can step into that next level that he's prepared for you. And in doing that, it'll do 2 things. First off, it'll help you with whatever you're being criticized about. But also, it'll grow your capacity to love others. Because that person who's being critical, they've got stuff in their heart, and that's why they're lashing out. They don't know what they're doing. But instead of lashing back out at them and hating the correction, be like, "You know what? What can I learn from this experience?" And God will teach you, and he will give your heart armor so that you can be protected from critical people. Because God is faithful, and he loves you very much. And no matter what happens, God's got this. God bless.